Okay, I am on day 8 of this painting. I can hardly believe that, but I think I am going to be able to finish it, which is good news for me. So I did want to show just kind of where I'm at today, and I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. You can hopefully see that. Painting is a series of corrections, just an endless amount of corrections, I think. And if anybody says differently, then I think they're fibbing. So, and by corrections I mean I'm going in and I lay the colors down, but the shapes themselves may not be perfect. And so I end up having to redo the shapes when I put shapes next to each other. Frequently the color gets on the other shapes and I have to fix that, and there's just a lot of that going on. And sometimes when I lay the colors down next to each other, they don't work together, or the values don't work together, and so that has to be adjusted. And then as you lay in more and more areas of color and value, then you will find that things just maybe don't work. Your first guess is not always your best guess, even if it's based on what you saw in the field, and you think you're right. You just might put those colors next to each other and say, ugh, it doesn't work, or the values don't work, something. So I end up doing a lot of that kind of correcting, and I'm also hampered by this canvas because I feel that it's not a particularly good quality canvas and it's not taking the paint really well. So that's just a discussion for another day. Anyhow, so that's my deal on the corrections. And by shapes, I also wanted to clarify that this awning is one big shape. This window here is a shape. Doorway, window, building. These are shapes. That's all they are. And they have to be laid down and put in and corrected. So the other thing I wanted to share is that I'm using a limited palette, and hopefully you can see this. I'm using 3 different blues. The first one, I think it's called Indanthrene. It's a very beautiful navy blue color. Second one is an ultramarine, and that is a lovely violet blue. And third one is a cobalt blue, which is a little bit warmer in comparison to the other blues. And I use all 3 of them because they all 3 do different things. The ultramarine mixes very nicely with the rest of my colors. The Indanthrene, however you pronounce that, makes a lovely, lovely dark blue for the shadows. Very nice. And then the cobalt, I find, is always a good response to the color that I see in the sky. So that's why I have 3 blues, and that and the temperature is why I do it. Second color is this burnt umber, and it's kind of a reddish earth brown, red oxide, and it mixes well with the other colors, along with this yellow oxide right here. When you put the yellow oxide with the burnt umber with the ultramarine, they make a wonderful array of grays. I just can't even describe it. You can see a little bit of it down here, blue gray, red gray, and yellow gray. You can just get an endless mixture, endless variety, and that's great. It's also kind of crazy too, because if you try to go and match colors, you have a little bit harder time of it because you've got 3 colors involved, but I think it's worth it. I like the results. It's very understated and not shouting at you, and you've got this tremendous variety that you can come up with, and I really like that. So I thought I'd mention that. And lastly, I just was going to mention that as much as I like these architectural works, I don't know that I'm going to do them anymore, or not a lot of them. I've determined that as much as I love the shape making, and I say that in a very broad sense, I don't know that buildings like this are the right vehicle for my interest. So I am mulling that over and deciding, and I'm hoping that some idea will come to me as to what I can do to continue exploring shapes and patterns and the structure of things without painting buildings, because this is just tedious. And as much as I like the results, I know I'm going to be happy when I'm done, it's making me crazy. It's day 8 here. I'm not like Michelangelo and or Da Vinci, and this is not like the Sistine Chapel. This is like my painting that I'm going to have, and 8 days is just nuts. So anyhow, that's what I'm thinking. So that's it. I'm going to soldier on. I've got some more sections to do. I should be done hopefully tomorrow, and that's it.